Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte and welcome to Daily Beats. Today I had an unfortunate incident happen to me, and OBS did not record my my last video that I recorded yesterday for today, and I lost almost 2 hours of tutorials. So today what I'm going to do is I already placed a post in the YouTube here in the comments, and yeah, it is what it is. So I want to show you what it's different right now. The drop, I worked on the drop, and I also worked on the breakdown. So it's completely different from the last video, and I want to show you how how it is right now. So the track is named Go, and before we start, I would like to ask you to subscribe and activate the notification so that you know when I upload new videos. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Also, if you want to support my channel, consider buying one of the products at DailyBeatsVI or become a premium or exclusive member, and you will have access to the exclusive and premium tutorials and also to the project files of the tutorials that I do here. So let's dive into the beat. So the first part, it's pretty much the same as it was, and now let's listen to this. I'm just going to go through the what I did. So I added here to this pad. Let's listen to the pad. I'm looking now if the OBS is recording, because sometimes when I change the default audio system on Windows. For instance, I have these phones, but I also have, which are connected to my USB interface, but I also have this jack that sometimes I put the small headphones, and this one is connected to the output of my desktop. So sometimes I go and switch from one device to the other, and when OBS is open, sometimes that can create a conflict, and it does not record the audio. And I'm so used to not looking to OBS that I didn't realize that it was not recording audio. So yeah, so this was the original pad. What I did was I just copied the same notes of the pad. So I just copied this first part here, the top notes, top chords, and I placed them here on some strings, as you can see. And this is basically the orchestral companion strings with violins. So let's listen. And here, the strings, they have reverb, delay, and also EQ. The reverb, it has a lot of wet signal, a low cut, and the size it's big. And then here, the delay, I have a 3-beat delay, and it's in ping pong mode, and the wet is completely maxed out. And then I applied a low pass filter so that the strings are not so bright, or the violin is not so bright. And this is the difference. As you can see, it's very, very in your face. And if we listen to the pad with the strings, this creates a more melodic, more ambient sound. And then what I added was this piano here. This is basically a melody, or yeah. So here, this is the piano notes. Here we have a little bit more activity. Okay, and let's see the piano. The grand piano just has some reverb because the piano is already, how can I say, it's already very muffled. Where is the piano? Let me see. Which one is the piano? Okay, so this is the grand piano. And yeah, it's already very, very dark. Okay, so this was the first part of the melody that I added, and then I added this ARP synth to give it a little bit of movement and some kind of rhythm. And we can go and look at this synth here. This is basically a preset in hybrid, and I did a lot of automation here. As you can see, we can see that we have a lot of effects. This is the original sound, and this is the final sound. So what I did was to add, so let's go with each one. I applied a low pass with a shelf and increased the gain of that, so everything above 1.8K it's increased, and everything, and then I applied a high pass filter from 700 and something. Then I added trash, and this is the crank start engine, which gave this very, how can I say, percussive feel to the and a little bit more metallic sound to the synth. Okay, and then I added a stereo shaper because I felt that it had a lot of movement, so I added a stereo shaper to make it mono. Okay, so this, let me reset this. So this is, as you can see, we have a lot of stereo information, and I did not want that. Okay, I wanted this at mono, and then I added a reverb. I added this formula controller, which should be linked. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, I had to stop and play. As you can see, that's why I wanted to add this stereo shaper, to make it mono so that I could move it, I could automate the panning. So if I take the mono, it's not, I don't know, it might work, but it has a lot of variation, and I did not want. I wanted to have a very predictable sound, so that I could make this panning, make it a little bit, pan a little bit more. And then I added a delay, and this delay, it's in ping pong mode, and delay would create, so every time the sound goes to the left, and the delay kicks in, and it gives some of the delay to the left, but then the sound goes to the right and creates some delay on the right. So every time the sound is jumping from right to left, is creating some ghost notes in that same channel, which I think it was. Okay, so this is without delay. And you see the difference. So if I took out the delay and the stereo shaper, it's not the same. It extends a little bit on each side, which then combines with the modulation, which is, I think it's quite nice. And then I added here a low pass, so that it's a little bit more muffled. And I think I will automate this low pass when we start getting closer here to the breakdown. So let's listen to everything. Okay, and this is how it sounds, this part. And here we have the vocal. I'm not sure if I will keep this as it is. I think at least just this one, like this, and maybe this one. Okay. Okay, so this is this part here, and then we get to this part here, which is the build-up. And for the build-up, I had the same drums that I have in the drop, but I changed them up. I created some new patterns here, and this is kind of a more trap vibe. So we go from a very dance music track to a more urban track. So let's listen. And also the pad, the strings, I have this synth harp, which is basically the same as we had. We also have this bass synth drop, which is the second part of the drop, the most energetic part of the drop, but I also added here this gross beat automation that I will show you in a while. So actually let me show you right now. So let's just listen to this and to this. So here I added this gross beat with this kind of pattern here, and it creates some really nice movement and expectation in the synth. And then when we get to the final drop here, this disappears and it's full on. So this was, I think, a nice addition. So let's go with the harp, and it creates some anticipation. Okay, so this is basically the same chord progression, but with some different sounds here, at least in this synth harp. And then we have here the bass synth drop, which has this kind of, you can call it kind of a side chain to give it a little bit more impact. And then I added the drums. As you can see here, this is on the it's kind of a trap. It's double tempo, so it sounds like more like a trap. Then we have this lead, and this one's here. These ones, I think they were already there. Then I had this kind of hi-hats. Actually, let me go. Let's listen just drums and the hi-hats. So let me show you the hi-hats. Very simple, not too much here to show. Let's move this here to this part, and then I added these ones here to give it a little bit more momentum. Then I added these ones here. Okay, just a little bit of a swing. And then we have the final hi-hat pattern, which is just a hi-hat like this, just completely full of hits or notes here. So let's listen from this part here. And we have now the vocal start getting more intense as we go through the build-up. Okay, so this sorry. This is the first part, or maybe more for the last part, because we have all the hi-hats, we have all the rhythms right now. But I think it gives a nice contrast from one to the other, and then we start here with the build-up and the vocal pitching up. This is the drop, by the way. I've removed some of the stuff here, and I remove all the hi-hats, and I just left the basses, the synths, and also this bass synth drop, which gave it a little bit more energy. So let's see here. One of the things that I really like about this drop is that it creates a little bit of anticipation. So it's not you listen and you expect something, and it comes just a little bit after. And I added these kind of samples, which is it's just a thunder, a tom, and a crush explode. And here when we have the go, the vocal saying go, we should have the kick starting here on 185, but it's not. It's starting here on 187, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's half of 185. So this is 6, 7. So let me go to bar mode again, and let's listen to this part again. Here the drums start more. So you have to, if you know what to expect, you know that you after that go, you wait a little bit and then the drop comes. But if you are not expecting, you will see go. When you have the go is when you should have the drop, but I moved a little bit to the right to give a little bit more anticipation and go more with a more impact. Let's listen again. Okay, and then we have the drop with this bass synth drop providing. So let me take it out. This is the basic, the main loop in the first part here. As you can see, this is the main loop without the hi-hats, but this one gives another layer of energy, which I think is quite nice. Of course, here I added this, but this is not the final one. For now, I just want the blocks of the song constructed. Okay, let's listen from here, and then we go into the outro, which is this part is basically this part here is basically this part here, as you can see with the shakers here. But then after that we have here a part for the next music to come in, if you are in a set, and then we start removing the hi-hats, and the go starts to be less frequent. Okay, and then here we just have the bass and the synth, and we end up with a kick and a sample vocal saying go, which is basically again the name of the song. Okay, and yeah, I'm really sorry that I could not show you the process that it took me to get here, because it was really, I don't want to say painful. It was in a way painful because it took me a while to get to this point. And yeah, I really enjoyed the way how the track is structured now. It has some really cool variation, at least this part here, I really enjoy it. And the drop, I also think it's really nice. But it took me a lot of time to reach this point, and I'm really sad that I cannot show you that, because again, I did not record the audio from FL Studio, and you will just see me talking and moving stuff around, and you will not listen to anything. So I don't think it's nice to show you that. It will not give you any value, just me talking and moving the knobs without sound. So yeah, so I'm a little bit sad because of that, because I think this was a really nice process. But yeah, things happen, and mistakes like this can happen, and it is what it is. But yeah, right now I think the track is really great, and I'm thinking now that I can add here some more stuff that I probably will add in the next episode. And yeah, I think this is it, guys. So what else can I say here? The next step would be to add a little bit more. No, before I talk a little bit of the next step, I want to say that let me show you something here. Let's go to project info, and we are working in this project since 5 hours and 42 minutes. And what I want to say is that I still don't have transitions, I still don't have effects, besides this one here. I still don't have any of that. So it took me just 5 hours just to get to this how can I say, to the skeleton. It's not a skeleton, it's more than a skeleton, but the composition of the track. It took me 5 hours just to complete this. For that's why I want to do this kind of series, is for you to understand that creating music with these big projects and big tracks, it can be time consuming, and you have to take your time. Don't try to rush anything. Just make music, put ideas on the project, revisit them, listen to them tomorrow, on the day after, and see if you like it or not, if you want to keep it or not, so that you can reach the best thing you can do. And this is a very important tip, I think, because it can really make or break a producer. Because if you really enjoy, that's one of the other things that I saw in myself when I was doing this. It took me a lot of time. I think it was the biggest videos that I did, like 1 hour and 15 minutes and something like that. Just making music, just trying to find synths, trying to find sounds, trying to put something that sounded great, that I liked, and it can be a little bit frustrating sometimes. But whenever I got something that I really enjoyed, and I said, "Whoa, this is great," and I was really, really happy, and the time it was flying. When I looked to the second monitor here, and I saw 50 minutes, and I was like, "Damn, this is a lot." But I was having fun, and this is the main thing that I want to pass in this video, is that yeah, you have to have fun if you want to be good at this. And yeah, not just this, at everything. If you are having fun on what you are doing, you are getting results for sure. And it doesn't matter if you work 5 hours in a project, or 10 or 20 or whatever, or 1 week, 40, or a full year in a song. If it's perfect for you, is what matters. And this one it's getting really perfect for me. And yeah, so the next step, I want to record something with my own voice. I want to record a sample, maybe a phrase. I thought maybe the "let's go", because the song is "go", and maybe the "let's go" phrase would work nice. I'm not sure. I will see in the next episodes. And yeah, so the next steps will be to try to record something, maybe add a little bit more sounds like crashes, percussions, then also work a little bit on the transitions, adding some risers, some white noise to help with the transitions, some effects, some automation to make the track even more polished. And after that, I will work on the mix, and after that I will work on the master. So as you can see, it can take a really long time just to make a full track. And this was also one of my goals with this series, is to improve myself as a music producer, start making complete songs and full tracks, and also to show you what it takes to make a track. Probably in the future, or maybe some of you guys watching this will see, okay, but I can make tracks in 2 hours, and they are from start to finish completely polished with a lot of automation. Maybe maybe for you it's easier, maybe for me it's not. It doesn't matter. What it matters is that we create some really dope and nice music that we enjoy, and we have fun in the process. So this is my motivation speech for today, and I hope you take something out of it. And yeah, guys, again, sorry for not showing you that excitement that I had when I was recording this tutorial, or when I was developing the track, but it is what it is. I will keep an eye on OBS in the future, since now I'm switching more from these headphones to the jack, to the normal headphones with the jack. And yeah, let's. It's a lesson for me to always double check if the sound is going out. So this is it, guys. If you are new here to this channel, please subscribe and activate the notifications so that you know when I upload new videos. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Also consider supporting my channel by buying one of the products at DailyBeats.pt or become a premium or exclusive member, and you will have access to exclusive tutorials about music production and also to the project files of the tutorial so that you can follow along at home alongside with the tutorial in your own FL Studio. So this is it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.